if you are a fan of Phoenix Wright but want to experience a whole new perspective, then this is the game for you. The game we are going to showcase next is called Who is Defendant? And with me, I have Jim from LILIEN Games. Hi, welcome.
嗨，大家好，我是莉莉恩公司的吉姆。高兴有这个机会在这边跟大家宣传我们的游戏。
Okay, so I'm Jane. I'm from LILIEN Games, and it is delighted for me to be here and to share our games with you. Okay, so for this game, it's called Who is Defendant? So it has something to do with law, right? With lawsuit.
我可能需要翻译一下。
Okay, 就是它就是一个跟法庭然后诉讼有关的游戏，
是的
吧 ？Okay. And can you say a little bit more about that? What is this game mainly about? 这个游戏最主要的核心是什么？
我们的特色之一就是我们可以在法庭上跟犯人进行决斗。那我们是一个文字解谜的推理游戏。那我们希望以检察官的身份，然后他有起诉权，他能够在最后的时候跟嫌疑人做一个对决，这是我们游戏的特色之一。
Okay, so one of the features of this game is that you get to face the defendant on the court and actually have an argument with them. And at the end of each round, you will have a chance to to decide who wins the lawsuit. 就是最后就是有点像是判决，进行判决嘛，对不对？
对，我们最后会有个决斗的胜负。
Okay, so there will be like a win and lose, of course, for suits. Okay, and
我们现在可以来展示我们的游戏了吗
？Okay, so let's get started. So nervous. It's been years since I've been in a courtroom.
这是一个特别的版本，是我们给展场特别设计的，所以它的剧情跟正式版的剧情是会有不太一样的。那展场特别篇给大家参考一下这个剧情。
Okay, so this is a special version just for the game show. So for the full version, there will be another different story, but this is the game show limited version that we get to experience.
它可以自动播放，我就让它跑。
Okay. So in the game, what kind of role are we take? 我们在游戏里面是什么样的角色？
我们的主角是一位检察官。那他这个设定就是有不法的厂商，他在电玩展的时候用简陋的美术参展，所以我们要代替大众伸张正义。这是我们这次特别篇的剧情。
Okay, so here we are in the game. We are the prosecutors, and today's cause is because some developers, they showcase a game with very poor and ugly art design. So we are going to sue them. Okay. There's no nonsense here. Okay. The trial hasn't started yet. Please, both parties remain silent. Okay. The defense attorney looks fierce. Are you both ready? Yes. The defense is ready. Okay. So now we start the court by illustrating your position, right? 就是陈述你的立场。
对，他们在表态，他是说他现在有个厂商，他在电玩展的时候，用简陋的美术，所以我们要控告他们有诈欺的嫌疑、广告不实的嫌疑。
Okay.
这是检察方的立场。
Okay. So as you can see, because the game developer, they made a misleading game with like a false artistic kind of concept. So we are suing them for fraud, for cheating the customers.
辩护人就说，那我们这个游戏开发本来就有素材上的问题，报名电玩展的时候没有素材的时候就不能参加展览吗？那我们有些核心的展现是不是也可以用这样子来做宣传呢？这是辩护人的立场。
Okay, so here we have the few points of because there is an issue of materials, we now have still have enough materials when we come join the game show. But would that make me not allowed to display my game? Okay.
两边都陈述完毕之后，就开始进行证人请证人上来。
Okay, so now is the review time,
现在检
where
察官
we have the witnesses.
他开始在复习，他请的证人是。
Okay, the witness we call is
一位刑事警察。
Okay. She is a criminal detective. Okay, to prove that LILIEN Games mislead players with false game content and video game expo, defrauding ticket buyers of their gaming experience. Okay.
这位是检察官的证人。那在检察官在请他的证人在质问的时候，我们需要让证词偏向我们，对我们有利的成分，所以我们要用正确的话来跟他进行询问。
Okay, so because we need the witness to say something that's in our favor, so we need to ask the right questions.
他开始在说他在法庭上面来电玩展，然后有人说有投诉说有厂商这个游戏在展场的时候用的美术很简陋。
Okay, with false content showcasing in the game show. Okay. They all attend. So they reported the game who is defendant to you because. Okay, they felt that it was quite ambitious to exhibit with such graphics. They thought it was actually quite creative, and they wonder, isn't this just like a blah 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 attorney? Okay.
逆转裁判。
Okay. Okay, leading questions and hearsay. So this is when the attorney step out and accuse you of leading questions. You lead your witness to say the things you want to hear, right? Okay, hold it. Even if the methods are somewhat unconventional, these are the genuine thoughts of the players. Objection overruled. Okay, so there is no effective for this objection. Yes.
这是个特殊，我们打破第四面墙，因为是藉由玩家的操作，所以他得到那个讯息。所以你说它是传闻性证据吗？好像也不是，因为是玩家确实的操作。这是一个特殊的表现方式，但你可以发现它是遵循一些规则，比方说我们不能用误导啊，不能用传闻性证据之类的问题，在提问的时候。
Okay, so this game, like a very special part of it is that it breaks the fourth wall. Okay, so like because you see actually from the perspective of the gamers, we thought this game is actually like content misleading. So this is not actually a kind of hearsay, and you can also see that like a concept of such thing like hearsay and misleading is the things that you need to avoid during the whole in the court. It's criminal, 90% positive reviews. How have you not heard of it? Is that so? Okay. And it is relevant to the case. It's unclear if motives do not object without reason.
他这边提到的是你知道我们工作室做的上一款作品，然后辩护律师就说这个东西怎么可能不知道？这是一个非常好的游戏。
Right.
检察官就说这个东西跟庭审无关，你可以不要在这边吹捧吗？是一个这样的问题。
Okay. So because like we just mentioned about the game that the company previously made, and we asked the attorney whether she knows this game, and the attorney says that of course she knows about the game. The game is great. So judge said that please do not like blur the things we are discussing right now. Okay, do you think the defense's objection is just a form of self-praise? Did you come into contact with their promotional work? Who is the defendant at the Video Game Expo from January 25th to January 28th? Please tell me where you were from January 25th to January 28th. Okay, so we want to know where she was. I was in Taipei for the Video Game Expo. Conduct inspection.
那这边就会需要询问的一些规则，比方说你在问的时候要使用开放式的问题，而不能用封闭式的问题。
Okay.
我们等一下可以看一下这个两者的差异。
Okay. So here's when we ask questions to the witness, and here we need to ask like more open questions instead of like closed questions.
比方说这边的问题，它如果像这个问题，它就有误导的嫌疑。
Yeah. Do you think the graphics and art of who is the defendant were very rough? Yeah. This is some kind of misleading, right? 这就是一种误导。
所以如果你选择这个的话，对方他就会辩驳。
Of course, then she can object. Yeah, because that's a kind of leading question. And then you have your objections extend because it somehow carries misleading information to the witness. Okay. Do you think the graphic? Okay, so now we choose. Please describe your impressions of the game. Who is the defendant? Okay. I'm not very familiar with games, but the graphics did seem rough to me. Okay. Do you think this is the official game content? I don't think. Okay, it's the official content. In fact, please describe what you think the official game content would be. Okay. Look more handsome. Okay, ugly dialog boxes will be replaced. Okay. Should also be a normal criminal case. Subject can would be different from the demo version you are seeing now. I think there would be a significant difference. Okay. Do you think you would end up buying the content of the current demo version? I don't think so. What are you feeling about this? I would feel a bit disappointed, I guess. Okay. False advertising leads to misleading consumers by creating accessible who will mislead consumers to have too low expectations. Do not assume the position of the consumers. Find out the unrealistic content is valid. Okay.
那我们这边也是有加入，除了庭审本身的流程之外，我们也加入了一些搞笑的选项。那比方说，你这个时候你可以询问他对于辩护人的感想。
Okay, so you can see that we also have some fun options to the gamers to choose from. For example, the third one. What are your thoughts about the defense attorney? Okay, let's go for this one. Yeah, of course. It's a very charming woman. Okay. Silence. Okay. So yeah, she agrees that she's charming, so she objects her own objection. Okay. Shall we let the witness continue? Yes. Role model for public servants. Okay. Not like me, who spend duty time looking at girls. Get serious about your job, hey. Confuse the defense by leading the witness. And I reversed that man. Yes, yeah, gender equality, right.
那这些事情跟案件无关，所以就要求回到案件上面。
Right. There's no any relation to our case. White thought. Okay, is there any threshold to enter the gaming expo area? The video game expo requires the purchase of a ticket for entries. That's my question. What are your thoughts about the defense attorney? Okay, so we go for the first one. Okay, is there any threshold to enter the gaming expo area? Yeah, to purchase the tickets, of course. Uh-huh.
然后这边就会做一个简单的小结。
Okay, and then we have the temporary conclusion for what we have just discussed. Early temporary materials as finished questioning. Okay. Okay.
这边会进行一个交换诘问。
Yeah, cross-examination.
但是因为这个是个简单的版本，所以他在这边会放弃他的诘问权利。
Because this is a sample demo version, so for now, she gives up her right to do the cross-examination.
进行确认，然后他又说是的，他要放弃权利。他说他要有联谊要参加。
Okay, she said she would be late for evening social gathering. She would be late for a date, so that is why she gives up to cross-examine. Quite clear. Okay. State your name and occupation. Sophie Artlett. Okay, this is defense's witness.
这位是辩方的证人，然后他现在会陈述他的论调，那我们就要找出他的讲话当中的破绽。
Right. So now we need to. So this is the defense attorney, and we need to do our best to find out like the flaws in her statement.
然后现在就会简单说，请他介绍这款游戏。
Okay, so now she is asked to introduce the game.
有6个嫌疑人。
Are you a suspect? Yes. Are you the murderer? This. Yeah, objection.
这个时候会涉及到证人本身自己的刑事案件，所以这个时候是要进行反驳的。
I see. So this is the time when, like, the criminal case regarding the witness has come in the way of the case, so we need to file an objection. Objection sustained.
但是他做了一个保护对方证人的行为。
Right. Yeah, because we did something to protect the witness.
然后这个问题是带有私心的。
Okay. Describe the court gameplay. Courtroom battle. I have no further questions.
然后现在就是说，那你是不是收你的询问都是在宣传游戏？你是不是有收人家钱啊？就是针对这边的一些对话，有趣的对话。
Okay. So you can see some of the conversations are actually quite interesting. So for instance, did you get any money for promoting the game? Think carefully.
这边是一些给玩家的提示，因为我们这边我们这个版本是没有新手教学，所以我们透过一些内心的想法来暗示玩家一些简单的流程。
Okay, so because the demo version doesn't have a tutorial, so there will be hints of the character's thoughts for you to know which choices to go for. Okay, so now cross-examination.
那上面的内容就是他刚刚讲的东西的摘要。
Right. So it's a summary of what she just said.
下面就可以进行一些询问。那我们可以看要问的内容有哪些。
Okay, so these are the questions that we get to ask her. Which are we going for? Could you describe your thoughts on the current game graphics? They are very rudimentary. From the head of the studio.
他说这些简陋的东西都不是他画的，是负责人画的。
Okay, so the graphics were not drawn by her. Okay. Objection sustained.
这里正常应该会是一个有效的抗议，但是因为法官自己对这件事情也感到不满，因为他被画得更丑，所以他就同意了这个询问。
Okay, so for now, the objection should not sustain, but in this case, it sustained because the judge feels that himself has been drawn very ugly, so he also have some dissatisfaction about this. So that's why she support the objection.
他说还好我没有被画，我宁可没有脸。
Right. Okay.
然后就会说，还是稍微简单介绍一下之后可能会有的角色。
Okay, so now we are going to a simple introduction of the characters that we may see in the full version game.
然后检察官问了说，哎，还有一位没登场的角色是谁？然后他就说是书记官，跟检察官搭配的书记官。
Okay.
他就问他说，那她是美女吗？哦，他说是美女，他就很高兴。
Okay. So for now, there's one person missing, which is the secretariat who is by the honor, but she is absent with us, and we ask whether she looks beautiful, and the answer is yes.
然后这时候，如果你觉得他的问题有问题，就可以进行举证。
Okay. So now, if you think her questions has some flaws, you can file some evidence to overrule it.
那可以稍微看一下手上的证据，下面虽然有一些没有翻译到的地方，但是你可以稍微看一下，有问题的证据就是这个。
This is the person in charge's presence. Okay.
因为负责人就是在这边，坐在这边。
Right.
他说负责人这时候你提到你手上有个证据是跟负责人有关的，所以你可以询问他关于命案的事情。
Okay. So, yeah, we are sitting right next to the developer, and for now, we have evidence about the murderer, so we get to ask her. The person in charge is dead? Yes. Please describe more details. Uh-huh.
再确认一下，负责人已经死亡了吗？
Double confirm whether the person in charge is dead. Okay. LILIEN games. I see.
这个时候就可以进行
Present evidence. Yeah. Okay. Exhibit 001. Read the contents. Right beside you, lively and healthy. Mm-hmm.
然后你就会把你的线索丢出去。
Okay, so now you can throw your evidence at her face, boo-hoo, and then you overrule her statement.
他说这只是个游戏。他说我不关心你的游戏是什么内容，但你现在讲的东西不是真实的。
Right, don't care about your game, but what you're saying now is false.
然后就进行一些对话。
Okay.
然后这个时候法官就会强制结束他的争吵。
Okay, so now the judge step in to stop the fight.
会进行一个结论。
And then we come to the closing argument.
他会说，莉莉恩工作室他用虚假的游戏展示已经是一个事实，我们已经证明了这件事情。所以我们认为这个大众是买票进场的，所以他们这个展示不实的游戏应该是一个有罪的行为。
Right.
然后他就是说，游戏还没有画面的时候，那当然没有办法宣传，但是这样的游戏就没有办法来宣传吗？这是我们应该思考的问题。
Okay, so we think that because participants they buy tickets to join the expo, so the developers or the company shouldn't be showcasing such a work with low quality. Okay, and the defense attorney doesn't agree. Thinks that because now the version is still not in its fullest, and it doesn't make a reason for why we cannot showcase this case at Expo.
那在游戏当中，我们的判决是由法官来做判决，我们是法官制的。那因为这个版本就是我们想说做一点不一样的，所以我们等下会有一个全民投票的活动。
Okay, so usually, overall in the game, the judge will make the final decision. But in this trial version, we want to make like a voting mode, right? Yeah, for people to vote.
然后这边就有个资格证书，就是说根据你刚才的玩法，有一些不同的解锁就会呈现在这边。
Okay. So here is also where you can see like there will be some the things that rightness incarnate or the other results that you might encounter in by choosing different options.
然后这次就是今天试玩版的内容，然后上面有一些连接跟我们的社群都可以关注一下。
Okay, what is the link for the red one?
什么意思？
黄色的这个 QR code 是什么？
这是一个问卷回馈，那它也可以做一个有罪跟无罪的判决。大家如果对这个内容有兴趣的话，你可以到这个问卷，然后去做一个有罪跟无罪的判决。那我们最后会公布统计的结果。
Okay. So the QR code, the red QR code is for it's a questionnaire where you can share your comments, your feedbacks with them, and also you can give your trial, your decision. Through this QR code, and then they will release a final result after the expo. And the blue QR code is for their Facebook fan page, so do follow them. And when can we expect this game to be out? 我们什么时候可以期待它？
它会在第4季的时候，今年第4季在 Steam 平台上推出。
Okay, so Q4 2022 is when we can expect this game to be out. So actually, there will be more cases for us to explore, different stories or different perspectives you choose to defend, and there are lots to explore in this game, right? 就是这个游戏它会有很多不同的案件，让你可以去参与，然后就是去进行更多的探索，对吗？
我们其实只有一个案件，它就是整个所有的故事都围绕在这一个案件，因为我们希望把重点，就是我们希望有不同层次的反转。
Okay.
所以我们把所有的文本量都集中在一个案件当中。
Okay, so yeah, so actually there will just be one case, but this case will be a huge one. So everything that happens in the game, in the story, has something to do with this case, and there will be some overturns, some accidents, surprises when you play the game. So it would be an exciting and surprising journey, I'm sure. Okay, so this leads us to the end of the session, and thank you so much for sharing this game with me. Thank you for your time. Okay, so everyone, this leads us to the end of the session, and we will be back in a minute. We have more indie games to showcase to you.